Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Akamac. This is Let's Play Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. What the heck's going on here? It's the priest guy and Lieutenant Schwarz apparently. Ideas, that was one heck of a trip. If it's much further, I think my legs are gonna pop off. Well, you can relax now. This is the lowest floor of the sealed area. Wait, really? Thank the goddess. If you told me we're only halfway down, I think I'd be floating off to meet her right about now. Really, Father Kevin? You're being a little too humble. I can tell you're extremely well trained for a priest. If you were not, I doubt you could do the job you do. Kazing, read like a book. A children's book at that. Well, it's no big if you figured it out. We're close to the Von Orsley's family anyway. Speaking of my job, that thing the mayor of Rouen had. The Kronos Rod. In accordance with our pact, it's being kept safely secured using the prescribed methods. Wait, did he say the mayor of Rouen? Is he talking about the time stop gizmo? We can hand it off to you whenever you wish. Darn it, I should have paid a bit more attention. It's late, I'm kinda tired, but I also want to squeeze in one last recording, so here I am. Perfect, thanks. So anyway, the thing we discussed earlier, mind showing it to me? It's down here, right? Yes, follow me. It's the final boss from the previous game. Oh, would you look at this? I imagine even the church will have difficulty deciding what to do with this, yes? This sort of artifact isn't so much big as it is gargantuan. Ew. You mind if I take a closer look? As you like, the Queen has given her permission. Please, if you understand any of this, share your thoughts. So this is the Ring Guardian that was in the report, huh? It's kind of similar to archaism excavated in Calvert, but... Oh, I wish I could have seen it moving. And this. This thing's an artifact from the last years of the ancient Zemurian civilization, which makes it at least 12,000 years old, 1,200 years old. It's clearly the core of the structure, but there's no clear indication as to what it actually does. Analysis of artifacts seems to be impossible with modern tools. They work on the same principle and energy as an orbment, but their internal structure is entirely different from an orbment's. That's what Professor Russell told us, at least. The church refers to these as gifts from the Gothitess given too early. And over here is the player character. You better not be snooping on me. So just after the Black Orbment you called the Gospel was used, all the giant pillars that were set here into the floor, were set into the floor. Yes, all 4 pillars set into the floor like this one. Even 2 months later, we're not even sure what it means. If anything. Okay, so a seal on the aureole, a gospel was used, and then the device in here spoke of device towers and a second barrier. I think I'm starting to see what kind of system is at work here. System? What system? There's nothing else here. Ah well, call it gut instinct at this point, but I think this was some sort of gate. Gate? Bingo. Call it a gate on the trail that leads to the goddess's treasure. And the thing that opens it is a black key called a gospel. If you think about it like that, the aureole being AWOL makes a lot more sense. But where's this trail of yours then? This is the lowest floor. According to the professor, the ruins extend no further. Think a little less literally. It's not a trail you see with your eyes or normally walk. It could be the septium veins that run through the earth, or maybe it's some route we can't even imagine. But that's where we'll find a clue that will lead to the Oriole. Chapter 1, Sneaking Shadows. Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, 2nd chapter. So yeah, in the last episode we made it through the prologue. Turns out the Jaeger attack was in fact our mentor and 2 of our senior bracers. Sadly we didn't beat them up for tricking us like that because they were trying to make a point. Unfortunately, the point was also associated with a bunch of really brutal boss fights that I did not enjoy. I'm hoping that now that we're out of the prologue we're going to have a much easier time, but we're also broke. Being on an airship for over half a day is kinda tiring, huh? I know how to stretch our legs though. Let's go report the completion of our training and duty readiness. Estelle? Hello? Oh, yeah. You're right, we should go say hi to Elnan. Hey, are you... Oh man, recording this late was a mistake. I keep yawning. It's not going to show up on the recording, but it is going to leave these nasty big gaps in these narrations. Estelle, you've got a case of the nerves, don't ya? Yeah, I do. I don't know why either. I didn't feel this way at all before I went to training, but now... Somehow, thinking I'm really going to be a full bracer now is making me really antsy. Hehe, I get it. You're trembling with excitement, I bet. Excitement? Huh? You've grown way stronger over this past month, Estelle. And not just like in whacking stuff with a stick department. You're more knowledgeable, careful, you make better judgments. Now you're about to start hunting down the mystery creepers who want to doom us all or whatever. You're gonna bring Joshua back? I bet all that. It's only now just sinking in for you. Yeah, when you put it like that, that is how I'm feeling. Well, I'm such a dimwit. I'm like a mountain climber who didn't even bother looking up how big the mountain before her is. Having second thoughts about climbing it? No way. If anything, I'm even more fired up now than I used to be. No matter how big a mountain is, you can only climb it by one step at a time anyway. Even if I have to crawl, I'll reach the top no matter what. That's more like it. Okay, are we gonna head over to the guild? Let's go. I see, the both of you have done well. Well then, here's your reward based on your performance during training. Huh? We get paid for training? Not that I'll complain, but are you sure? Naturally, it's part of your job after all. It wouldn't be a problem so long as you put your new skills to good use for the guild. Right, I'll do my best. Okay, my laptop is minimized, so I hope I did everything right for I did everything right for the BP. 16 looks about right. Yes. We got 16 for the prologue quests, so we're in a good position. Advanced to Senior Bracer G+ rank. Wow, we're even below F rank. But we got a silver chain accessory as a perk. It does seem like you two have quite a fulfilling training period. You even carry yourselves differently. It was, I learned a lot. If I ever get the chance, I'd love to go again. I'm glad to hear it. Speaking of which, Kurt and the others remained at the training grounds, correct? Yeah, Kana and Grant are doing some expert level stuff, I think. He said they won't be back for a while. I think I get at what Elnan is poking at though. The guild's down 3 full skilled bracers now. We can be really busy from now on. And on top of that, Cassius is still devoting all his time to the military, right? Oh yeah. If I remember right, he's currently working out of Leiston Fortress. Cassius Brigadier General Bright has been welcomed back into the army and is now head of military command. He's essentially the head of Her Majesty's Royal Army at this point. He's head of the army now? I thought General Morgan had that position. As I understand, that was the original idea, but Morgan himself proposed giving Cassius full reign. He seems to be entrusting the future of the army to your father, Estelle. The future? Entrusted to Dad? Well, we're doomed then. Well, I can see Cassius being given that much responsibility, you know? That's gonna mean we're down in our S-rank hero too, though. I think it's safe to say we'll have plenty of support from the military from now on. However, at the same time we have new threats to concern ourselves with. Huh? Right, you mean the society. Did they start to do stuff while we were away? No, they've done nothing obvious, but that admittedly is how they work. What has happened are several strange occurrences over the past month. One example would be the changes in the wild beasts and monsters in various regions. They leveled up. It's almost like this is a new game or something. The monsters have changed? Do you mind defining change, Elnan? I hope it isn't what I think it is. To start with, heretofore undocumented types of monsters are showing up all across the country. Hang on, I need to put this. Man, this is a real ramshackle episode, isn't it? Even the existing monsters have become far more vicious and powerful. Travel has become significantly more dangerous. No one has been able to put forward an explanation as to why this is happening. So every beastie out there is nastier just cause? Oh man. It's definitely the society's doing. They're trying to turn us all into monster kibble! Calm yourself, Endless. We still don't have enough evidence to be certain of everything. Of anything. We do know one thing though. Things definitely began happening after the Queen's birthday celebrations. That we know for certain. The first reports came in practically the day after. Ah, crap. Don't look so glum. We've actually been formulating a response of sorts. And I'd very much like for the two of you to be a part of it. A response? Ah, you two are here already. I wanted to meet you at the port. Shira! And Agate too! This is a surprise. Welcome back, you two. It's good to see you. Yeah, you two got back sooner than I thought. I'm really happy to see you too, Shira. And Agate, hi, it's been a while, huh? Yeah, I think the last time we saw each other was during the Queen's birthday shindig. Old man told me about Joshua, you know. I'd heard you were pretty broken up over it, but you seem to be back on your feet already, yeah? Yeah, mostly. More to the point though, why are you two together? Good question! I should get a camera! This is like seeing a king penguin! Oh really, it isn't that rare, you two? Gotta admit we don't work together that often, Sherazade. Actually, Sherazade and Agate are here to begin a special mission. I asked them to come here today for a specific reason. A mission? Indeed, they will be tasked with investigating the Society of Ouroboros. What? Wait, like chasing down their agents and stuff? Isn't that dangerous? I wish it was that exciting. Investigating might be a little too specific though. We're barely even certain the Society exists at this point, you realize, despite what Cassius says. We're going to be wandering all across our little borough, keeping an eye out for anything resembling a secret society bent on world domination. This is probably not going to be the most exciting job ever, is the point. Oh, I get it. I guess groping around in the dark is the best we can do right now, huh? So I'm guessing you want us to tag along? Yes, I'd like to assign the two of you to assist Sherazade and Agate. The plan is to have Shira and Agate investigate different areas separately. I would like them to have a partner, though. Just in case the society really is as dangerous as we think it is. Okay, so one of us helps Shira, And the other helps Agate? Exactly. Are you two willing to assist? You bet we are! I was going to go looking for society on my own, so this is perfect. I want to help too. There's no way I can just sit around when there's suspicious stuff going on. Thank you, I'm glad we have the help. Well then, the remaining hurdle will be team formation. I'll be fine with either of you, really. We all know each other, basically. You two figure out how to work best. Of course you had to push the decision on us. What do you think, Atlas? How should we do this? Well, this might be kinda irresponsible of me. I think it might just be best if you decide to sell. What? I've only been a full bracer for a little while, right? You probably haven't found your style as a bracer yet. So how about using this as a chance to see what kind of bracer you want to be? Analyst. Well, look at you, Analyst. When did you learn to talk like a professional? Leave it to me! Either way, girl's got a point. Shira and I are the same rank, but the ways we fight are different. I barely use arts except for support once in a while. I focus more on cutting things down with my sword. I emphasize speed, the range of my whip, and all arts. You can't really go wrong with either of us, I think. Keep in mind that being a bracer involves much more than just fighting though. Think hard and choose the partner you think matches you best. Well then I'll... Ooh, they don't even give you a chance to save, so... We'd basically be going back to the start of the chapter if we pick wrong here. So here's the thing, I much prefer Shira, but, Oh wow. So the guy, that turns out, only goes all the way up to the prologue. They must have intended to do more than this, but they just never got around to it. It hasn't been updated since 2018, and it says, "This guide assumes that you picked Agate." Oh well, I've already talked about how between the two, Shira is the better ally, so let's go with Shira. I thought so. Well then, we'll work together. I'll be expecting great things from our newest bracer, mind. I think I made a mistake. So that means I'll go with Agate. I'll do my best, I promise. I'll be counting on you. Anyway, now that's sorted. The next step is figuring out how we're going to wander the country looking for shadows. Any thoughts, Elnan? Possibly. I would suggest beginning by going to help the regions with the busiest branches. In fact, I just received pleas from aid from the Ruan and Bose branches today. Rather desperate sounding ones at that. It also looks like it doesn't matter who you pick, you'll always be sent to the same area judging from the bracer points guide that I have. That makes sense with both Grant and Kana being away. Endless, you're familiar with Bose, right? Well, duh, I am a Bose kid after all. We'll handle that junk at the Bose branch then. I've got some business up that way anyhow. That's right, your hometown is Ravenloft Village. Need to make a quick trip home? Something like that. We'll head to the Ruan branch then. Is that alright with you, Estelle? Of course! Man, I wonder how everyone in Ruan is doing. I'll contact the branches ahead of your arrival. Be careful, everyone. I now want to go back to my old LP or maybe to Nico B's LP because it might be easier to find. If Agate is from Ravenoo Village, then I wonder if his sister's name shows up on the group tombstone in the village. That would definitely help us figure out whether his sister is actually dead or not. Alright then, we'll head out ahead of the two of you. Yo, Estelle. Huh? What? There'll be times where you gotta put your foot down, be stubborn and push yourself, but remember, you're a woman too. You can rely on others and admit your weaknesses. What? What the hell? Are you making fun of me because I'm a girl? No, that ain't... Damn it, I'm bad at this. Look, men are big dumb oafs who are too freaking stubborn to ask for help for their own good 95% of the time. Me, old man, Joshua, we're all like that. Society kinda expects it, you know? We're all stubborn idiots for better or for worse. You can't change that no matter what you do. The point is, there's no reason for you, a woman, to get stuck thinking like that. Don't forget to ask others for help when you need it. You've got lots of friends out there, make use of them. Agate. I'll remember that, thanks. Oh ho, showing your soft side for once, Agate. I'll give an A for effort at least. Yeah, hold the presses, I need to get my jaw off the floor. Even Agate can be nice to girls, sorta. Ideas does grant miracles. Heck's that supposed to mean? It's a joke, really. And there's the tongue sticking out, it's right again. Guess this is goodbye for now, Estelle. And Liz, thanks for going with me on my training. Sheraton asked you to come along with me, right? Oh. I've been found out like a pipe thief in the night. Shira said having someone who didn't know Joshua too well would help you sort out your feelings. So yeah, she asked me. I thought so. But don't tell her everything! Hey, what's wrong with being upfront at this point, right? It's not like I'm paired up with you! The real truth is, it wasn't just that. I did want to train myself too. I really don't think I learned a lot from my training with you, Estelle. So I gotta say it, thank you. Endless. Okay, deep breaths. I know you think I might think I'm being weird for saying this, but... Huh? I'd like to think we're already friends, but, well... I like it if you and me, Estelle, if we became something more... Dot. What? Are you saying what I think you're saying? No, don't try to stop me, Shira. I'm serious, I'm absolutely sure about this. Serious? Oh my. Really? Right here? In public? You gotta be freaking kidding me. I know I'm a couple of years older than you, Estelle, but we've totally spent about the same amount of time in the guild. You know what? Age doesn't matter when it comes to something like this. So what do you think? I mean, I'm really happy and I think my heart is racing out of my chest, but this is kind of a surprise to say the least. Besides, there's Joshua and there's some kind of issues on a couple fronts and more than a couple or other, I don't know. Joshua? What does he have to do with this? What problems would there be on a couple of fronts if we became rivals? The line between love and love to hate is very fine indeed. I thought you were a lesbian! Yeah, we're about the same age, about equal in skill level. I thought it'd help us both try to reach even higher, but you don't actually like the idea, do you? Ah, that's what you meant. Okay. As unpredictable as always, I see. Not quite the punchline I was expecting. Punchline? Well, if that's what you meant. Alright then. I, Estelle Bright, hereby recognize you as my rival, Annalise Elfade. Consider the gauntlet thrown! In your face, even! Sweet! Alright, step 1. Race to see which of us can reach Agate and Shira's skill level first. Bring it on, Sword Brain. I'll leave you eating my bracer point dust. Oh boy. I do believe we're in some amount of peril, my good Mr. Krosner. Yeah, seriously. Nothing scarier than a couple of kids charging straight ahead. This is the final boarding call for the Cecilia bound for Roland. Get your butts on here already. All passengers, please embark immediately. Hey, that's our cue. Alright, then. See ya. Remember, if you find anything, contact us through the guild. We'll do the same. Of course. See ya, Analyst and Agate. Stay safe. Good luck, Estelle. Since the save file is in a fairly decent spot, if I ever have an episode that's wrapping up quickly, I think I'll actually slap in the alternate version of this cutscene where you choose to go with Agate instead. I don't know, maybe I actually should have taken Agate because he does have better CP generation, which translates into faster S-crafts, but the thing is, he's also fragile. Okay then, should we finish our check-in and wait for the next Rouen-bound flight? Yes, the ship bound for Rouen should be arriving soon. We could also do some shopping here in the capital though. It's your first time back in a month after all. No, that's fine, I can get what I need in Rouen. Let's finish checking in. Alright. The tickets should be available in the lobby of the Landing Call Company building. Let's go. Darn it, they don't want to let me go out and buy all the cool stuff. Oh well. Until next time guys, take care, I'll see you all around. We're not allowed to get all this endgame gear, but before we start our adventure, it would be too powerful. I might even get my old apple ice cream back. The economy can't handle it.